Cracking cheese, Gromit. Hello. Hi. How's it going? We're going to be doing more PowerWash Sim today. So, yesterday was a really weird day if you didn't see it. I was going to play Outer Worlds yesterday, but I didn't have the DLC, so we couldn't go for 100% of the achievements. So I tried Disco Elysium instead, which I didn't particularly like that much because it was really grim and very slow paced and not really my thing. And then we switched to PowerWash Sim and started the Wallace Gromit DLC. So now we're going to keep going with the Wallace Gromit DLC. We should have, I think, 3 more levels to do. So I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see how this goes. Alright. Let's go. Wallace and Gromit. Continue. The Knit-O-Matic. Here you go. Should be interesting. This is from a close shave, wasn't it? This one. Let's get to it. So the first 2 levels was inside the house with, you know, like a little train that goes around. Which was a little disappointing because there wasn't a picture of baby Gromit. And then there was and then there was the outside of the house, which was a little bit better. There was actually a picture of Wallace and Gromit in that one. Oh wow. Big room. We've got the Knit-O-Matic here. Look at that. It's the thing. On the control panel as well. Where's the thing that crushed Preston? There's supposed to be a big conveyor belt here with a crushing machine like there. It's not there. I'm disappointed. Very disappointed. There should be a conveyor belt here. Where did all that go? It's all different. Oh well. Oh my god, is this the easel of where he drew the rocket? I think it is. Oh man. This is cool already. Alright, let's start then. Where do we start though? I think we start with the walls probably. Yeah, we'll start with the walls and the door. Pretty big level. Pretty big level. So yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to play this until we've finished the DLC today. Which we should definitely be able to do. Oh wait, hang on a minute. There's achievements we got to look at. Might have screwed it up. In the Knit-O-Matic job, activate the auto wash. Okay, so that's fine. We're okay, we haven't missed an achievement. We're okay. Yeah, so we're going to play this until I've finished it today, and then we're going to do a little bit of charting. I've got a cool chart lined up to try and complete later on. It's a speedy boy. It's a quick one. And it should be really fun. But yeah, we're just going to chill today. As for the next games that I think we're going to play, I've got one lined up. Because I didn't really enjoy Disco Elysium after trying it. We're going to try Sniper Elite 3 is the plan. I've never played a Sniper Elite game, but it looks like something I would really enjoy. Because after making that video on Far Cry 4, which is currently popping off on YouTube by the way. So after making that, I kind of thought, that'd be kind of cool actually. playing a sniper game. So that's what we're going to try. I like games where you can be stealthy and you have to take out camps of enemies. I know, I like that. Like the Far Cry games are great for that sort of thing. So yeah, I think that's the game we're going to try next. I also have Sniper Elite 4, which we could give a go after. We could like do a double whammy, a back-to-back. But it really depends on everything. Because I know that the Truck Sim DLC is coming soon, Missouri. That's going to be coming out within the next couple of weeks, so it'd be kind of cool if we could do like the Sniper Elite game, complete all of that, 100%, and then you know, move straight on to the Truck Sim DLC sort of thing. Hey, how's it going, Third Buddy? Hope things are good. They're just chilling in the Wallace and Gromit DLC. This is the 3rd level from the DLC. Level numero 3. It's a bit of a far way down, isn't it? Let's get the extension for this. Recognize this basement anywhere? Yeah, do you recognize this? There you go. Got the achievement. Yeah, the only thing I'm disappointed at, Thardwaddy, is the fact that there's no, like, do you remember at the end, where they're all running across the conveyor belt? That's not here. And, you know, he gets, like, crushed. Or is that... Wait, no, that's a different place. I'm an idiot. That's the dog food factory. That's not in Wallace's basement. Never mind. Never mind. This is scientifically accurate, then. This is fine. For some reason, I assumed that the conveyor belt where they all run at the end, with all the sheep, was here, whereas it's not. Need to rewatch A Close Shave. I need to rewatch just all of Wallace and Gromit in general. It hasn't even been that long. I just really like Wallace and Gromit. The only issue is that the one that's on BBC iPlayer for the wrong trousers is the wrong version. It's the one with the new music, the copyright-free music. Like, they don't have Happy Birthday, the Happy Birthday song for Wallace's, for Gromit's birthday. It's like the For He's a Jolly Good Fellow or whatever. And it doesn't have, like, Who's That Doggy in the Window song in there either. It has some, like, random song that no one knows what it is. So it's got the wrong version on BBC iPlayer. The correct version is the one with the original music. And what's funny is that that version, when I was a wee boy, I watched it because we had it recorded onto a VHS tape. But it was one of these, like, where we'd recorded it from the TV, so it had all the ad breaks in there as well. I think it was on, like, Dave or something. So it had all the ad breaks in, and I used to be able to remember where all the ad breaks were. So I knew when to skip ahead, fast forward. Bit of an awkward one to reach this. It's just so close. See, I can't really reach it properly. Overall, so far, it's been alright. Not bad. Not the worst DLC. Not the best, I don't think. It's been alright. Yeah, the wall light is a little bit dirty still. I don't know what I would say the best DLC would be, actually, now that I think about it. They've all been really good so far. I like the Shrek one. The Shrek DLC was good. Speaking of Shrek, what about the the trailer or whatever, the teaser trailer for the next Shrek movie? Oh dear. What's happened to Shrek? What have they done to him? Someone pointed out that the eye color of Shrek's daughter is wrong, and it's actually the eye color of one of his sons. An eagle-eyed Reddit user. I'm trying to think what the storyline for Shrek 5 would be. The only thing I can think of is it's going to be like Shrek's kids who want to sort of go off and do their own thing, but he's like not letting them. Because he's like, they're not old enough yet. Not responsible. It's going to be the story of how he has to kind of let go, sort of thing. Be like, yeah, I gotta hold back. That's probably what it's going to be. It would be kind of cool like, if they did a thing where like they showed how all the other characters were doing after all this time. You know what I mean? Like to show how things have progressed. Because it's very clearly set in the future. Well, not in the future, but it's very clearly moved along with the times. Better show that giant gingerbread man in the moat. Oh, that was great. Actually, some of the best moments of Shrek, that was. Out of all of the Shrek movies, that was probably the highlight for me. When they got the giant gingerbread man and sieged the castle. While Holding Out for a Hero was playing. Like a really good cover of Holding Out for a Hero. What's going on? Huh. Here we go. Genuinely, like, the best Shrek moment of all time. That would be my number one on top 10 Shrek moments of all time. What else would be in your top 10 Shrek moments of all time? Because for me, Do the Roar. That is definitely up there as well. Do the Roar. That's pretty high up on the list. And that's from the last Shrek movie as well. Which is surprising. Imagine, like, when Shrek 5's gonna come out, they're of course gonna, like, make loads of videos about it, like, on the internet. There's just gonna be tons of Shrek videos. And one of them's gonna be, like, a Watch Mojo for the top 10 Shrek moments of all time. It's gotta be. It's gotta be, hasn't it? It's just a typical thing that Watch Mojo do. One day it'd be great if they did a video on these streams. The top 10 Xantor gaming moments of all time. They've done a top 10 Shrek moments? Oh no. Of course they have. Memes? Oh, I mean, yeah, that still counts. Okay, I'll check it out in a sec. Just gonna clean this wall first, finish it off. There you go.
You've won the honor of embarking on a great and noble quest.
Quest? I'm already on a quest.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most memed Shrek moments ever.
Of course. Of course. Right, what we got then?
Please! Yes!
Although Shrek fell for Fiona at audience with an iconic quote.
Oh, this is precious.
Iconic quote. The image of the mean-spirited ruler pointing and laughing has been used to make fun of tons of people and...
I mean, I've never ever seen the Lord Farquaad meme they're showing there. I'll be honest. I'm not going to watch the whole video on stream. But yeah. Typical. Of course Watch Mojo are already on it. Of course they are. Going well so far, look at that. Going good. It's baffling that nearly like 20% of this whole thing is just wall so far. Oh, look at that, we got text from Wallace. Just casually. He's my boy now, Wallace. If you had Wallace's, like, phone number, what would you say to him? What would you send a text to him about? For me, I'd probably just say cracking cheese, Gromit. What you do with everyone else's numbers, nothing. I mean, yeah, same to be fair. But if you did have Wallace's phone number, you would though, wouldn't you? You'd at least say hi. Either that, or I'd be like, realistically, I'd be like too scared to send anything in case he like blocks me or whatever. You know, he's probably a very busy man, Wallace. You don't have international? Yeah, that's a good point. I'd be alright, but yeah, you would have a bit of trouble. Also, day 2 of asking for customs of PowerWash Sim. I would absolutely love to play customs for this game. My life would be complete. I would play every custom. Workshop support? Yeah, absolutely. I'd love that. But there isn't. And the devs have even said that it's not something they're looking into at the moment. Because apparently it's really technical and difficult to do. To make levels for this game. Don't know how. You know what I mean? You just place things down, place objects in like a level builder and just sort of, I don't know. Then, I mean, to be fair, to create a custom, you'd probably end up playing the level backwards, to be honest. So, like, they give themselves, like, a dev tool, which is like a gun that squirts dirt. That's like just for the devs sort of thing, and they just play the level backwards. That's surely how you make a level. And once the room's pretty full, you just literally hit save. That's how I would do it. Mod in like a dirt gun. Create a clean level and then dirty it up, then save it. There's one custom. Where have you found this? Nexus mods? PowerWash Simulator mods? Clean the steamboat? Huh. There is one. Oh, it replaces the Santa's Workshop DLC. Yeah, I don't know about that. Disappointing. I'd very much like customs in this game. Like, I said this yesterday in my previous stream of this. Wouldn't it be great if you could have like a Guitar Hero theme? So like you get all the stages from the Guitar Hero games. The one stage I remember in particular is from Guitar Hero 5. You play underneath the Golden Gate Bridge. Imagine that for a level. Alright, so that should be the whole upper half done. So now we got to start on the rest of the walls. Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't been done already. It really should be. Really should be. Because I would play the heck out of that. I don't know what this game is made in when it comes to like engine. But I'm sure it wouldn't be impossible to like, I don't know, maybe like decompile it and just add new levels in or something. A bit like how we have like Moonscraper and stuff, you'd create like a new program that's a bit janky but works anyway. Just for making levels for this. A fan-made level editor. Unity. If this is made in Unity, then I'd be 100% sure it's possible to do. To modding customs. Like, officially. Possible, just someone needs to do it. Well, that's the problem, you see. I can't do it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a Cody boy. I'm not a programmable boy. You got that huge chunk of walls done. Ball cap. Congrats on being the first one here today. Hope things are good. Oh, Thardwaddy, you're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like this, Thardwaddy. Ballcup said he's never seen Wallace and Gromit. Ballcup's never seen it. I know. I know. Can you believe it? It's blasphemous. It really is criminal behaviour. Like, I would almost say it's a sin. It's like almost that level. It's like almost like a cardinal sin against humanity. It's like almost there. Not quite, but almost. Why can't I put the stool there? It's very, very limiting where I can put the stool. Yeah, they're not long. They're not long. One step away from the Spanish Inquisition, and no one expects it. Yeah, no one expects that. You know, I think these paint pots here... Look, yeah, it's orange paint. And it's orange paint because that's the colour he coloured the rocket ship. That's some detail right there, you see that? Kind of orange paint. I'm fairly certain that's another level in this DLC. I think that's the last level. You clean the rocket ship. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, you gotta watch it, Bulkhead. You have to. They are very well done. Especially, well, I mean, just all of them. The first one is a little bit janky compared to today's standards, but you gotta understand that it took, like, Nick Park, or whatever, the original creator of it, like, about, like, half a year to do, like, 15 minutes or something like that. It took him a hell of a long time because it's just him, just like one guy did half of it. Because it's all hand animation. I guess it goes both ways, though. Like, because you haven't seen Wallace and Gromit, and yet Thardwaddy hasn't actually played PowerWash Sim. So, you know... No one's perfect. Wallace and Gromit can be what's free. True. True. Never watched Game of Thrones or Lost. I've seen the first episode of Lost. I remember when it was on TV for the first time. But the thing is, it's one of these shows, right, that starts off really promising, and then it just goes off in a weird direction that you don't expect it to. And it just kind of leaves you like... I don't really get it. And as for Game of Thrones, I've seen Series 1, Season 1, and I kind of lost interest after that, because at that point I still didn't really know who anyone was. Like, a guy would walk up to another guy and talk about, like, spying or whatever, and I'm like, what on earth are you on about? I have no idea who you are or what the purpose of this is. Who are you? I've never seen you before. There's, like, too many characters, and they're not unique enough that you remember who they are. It's like man in armor, another man in armor, a man in armor with some hair, a man in armor with a beard, a man in armor with a face that has been scorched or burnt or something. You know what I mean? It's like all of the characters are like have tiny differences, and you can't tell them apart. So, like, one character will walk up to another and talk to him, and you're like, who is this? I've not seen this person before. Some with dogs, it would help? That would help. You said that you get lost watching it? I do. I did get lost watching it. But I mean, I got through Series 1 of Game of Thrones and it was okay. It was alright. I like the twist in it, though. I like that there's a twist. I'm not going to give spoilers, but it really changes your perspective on it when you see the twist. You're like, oh, well, I wasn't expecting that. Because, I mean, partial spoilers, the person who you think is the main character gets killed off, like, really early on. You're like, oh, but he was the main characters. And then just death. You're like, oh. Well, like, okay then. That was a bit weird. Bit different. Like in Psycho? A little bit, yeah. Yeah. But that's the, I don't know, I think the appeal of Game of Thrones, right, is that no one is actually safe. If they want to kill someone off, they will. Because you know in like every other TV show ever, they're not going to kill off people who are likable. They're going to kill off like bad people or people who aren't really you know, consequential to the story. But in Game of Thrones, they're just like, lol, I don't care. We're just going to kill off this character that you really like. In fact, we're going to intentionally kill this character that you like. To make you sad. So I like it for that. The fact that they don't, you know, they don't care about, you know, protecting characters from the plot sort of thing. I like that. But it's just, I found it a little confusing. But I'm currently going through Stranger Things. And I'm enjoying that. It's really good. Really good so far. I'm in season 3. And they've just gone down this elevator. And there's all like canisters of fuel or whatever. Of green liquid. That this child wanted to drink. Probably not the best idea. Don't drink fuel. Funny enough, the best part about Stranger Things is the music. It's all 80s. It's so well done. It actually feels like 80s. If you like the 80s, you're going to enjoy Stranger Things. Where have I got left on the shelf? There's only a tiny bit left on here that I haven't got. Is that it? Yeah, there you go. You watch people repair GPUs instead of TV shows? I mean, that's fair enough. I think I saw like a thing or whatever, like an article maybe, about how the modern, like not really modern, but about how like TV channels are losing viewership because everyone just uses YouTube now. It's like gradually the views from TV channels are going down because most people just watch YouTube now. And it's more tailored to them. And I saw a comment like on the Reddit thread about it, which is so true. The only thing really that the BBC does, which is the British Broadcasting Corporation, the only thing really they do is like gritty crime, like gritty crime drama, number 47. There's been like 100 of them. If you look at all the gritty crime dramas that are on telly, there's just like a new one every week. And they always end the same. Like, still nothing gets solved, and it's sort of like open to a new series. And like nothing happens. So it makes sense that, you know, they're losing viewership to the internet. Give it time and all these TV channels are just going to sort of stop. And it would just be like YouTube. You don't remember when you watched TV last? I'll occasionally watch things on TV. Occasionally. But not very often. Like, I enjoy the Traitors. The Traitors is a good watch. But really, that's about it. It's basically like a game showified Trouble in Terrorist Town. It's more understandable. Like, you kind of understand it more. Jeopardy QI count. Yeah, QI is a good one. I really enjoy QI. I'll happily watch quiz shows as well. Like The Chase is good. Pointless is good. But it's not like they're the sort of good shows that you can just stick on and have it on in the background and you don't have to really focus on. And it's always going to be a different episode. It's great for casual, passive viewing. You know what I mean? So, for example, in the chip shop near me, they have a TV, and it's almost always playing The Chase because of the time that we go in to the chip shop. And it's great, because it's just casual watching. Like, everyone will just sort of, while they're waiting for their food, just sort of, you know, look up at the TV and see how they're doing. You don't need to watch the whole episode to know what's going on. You just kind of look up and you're like, oh yeah, they got that question right, they did. It's like, very casual viewing. So those, honestly, are probably the best shows these days. I'm disappointed that there isn't any more, isn't like proper sketch shows and proper comedy anymore. You don't really get those. That's what I want. Like a new Mr. Bean. Not Mr. Bean per se, but like a new comedy similar to like Mr. Bean in the way that it runs. There's the ladder. There it is. YouTube killed it. The closest thing I can think of on, like, with sketch shows is, like, Smosh, actually. Like, as in more modern ones. And that, even so, that's from, like, 2011, really. That's when Smosh was at their peak. There we go. While I watch an episode of Mid for a couple of good skits, then just watch the best. I mean, Mr. Bean was on another level. But, like, what happened to, like, you know, the Vicar of Dibley? Or, Keeping Up Appearances? What happened to that? That's the sort of thing I'm talking about. I just don't do them. Because both of those are great as well. Men Behaving Badly. That's a good one as well. With Martin Clunes. And what's his name? The guy who did Bob the Builder song. I want to say his name's Neil something. I can't really remember. Don't know if it is Neil. It's not Noel? Neil? Something like that? I forget. I can picture him. Got Grant Mitchell. No. Neil Morrissey.
Whoop, whoop,
That's it.
whoop. Raid alert. Raid alert.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, snap. We got a raid a Reno. Thank you very much for the raid, Lil Portly. How you doing? Hope things are good. How are things going? Yeah, a little raid, little cheeky raid. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We're taking things a little bit slower here than all of the hype gent tournaments. A little bit slower. We're playing some PowerWash Sim. They recently added a Wallace and Gromit DLC, so we're just going through that and chatting about whatever. We're currently on the topic of TV and the decline of TV over the ages. Yeah, I hope those last few matches went well. For those who are Guitar Hero players here, after I've completed these missions, I may start charting a new song on stream. So, yeah. But this is the first level, so we've got, I think, another 2 levels after this. So, yeah. Got some time. But yeah, we will probably be starting a new chart. A Genty chart. Exactly, yeah. TV's declined so much. Like, we were just saying, like, what's happened to, like, all of the really cool, like, sketch shows that used to be around, like Keeping Up Appearances and The Vicar of Dibley? Like, what happened to that? They're just not there anymore. You don't have them. They were great. They're like typical British sketch shows, those are. If you're not from the UK, you're going to have no idea what they are. There's a few good shows scattered around, but it's few and far between, yeah. I think, do you think it's the fact that there's... Do you think things are just getting worse, like the quality of them? Because there's more of them. You know what I mean? Like, there's just a wider variety. So because of that, are they getting worse because there's more selection? Or are they getting worse because the quality is just lower? Like, there's about 900 channels on the TV. And all of them show nothing but garbage most of the time. Is that because, there's just too many TV channels? And if they all sort of put their eggs into one basket and actually tried to make a really good show, then they could probably do it. Writing standards have declined. I think, yeah, that's a good point. I think the writing standards, there's less they can do nowadays because of the way that modern audiences work. You can't say anything without it being taken in offense. You know what I mean? You can't have any sort of slightly edgy or offensive humor anymore. Because it'll, like, offend people. Yeah, like, that's the thing, right? Are they doing just quantity over quality and seeing what sticks? Like, throwing all their spaghetti at the wall and hoping a bit will stick to the wall, you know? Exactly, yeah. You can say a lot less now than you could back in the old days. I always thought this, right? Wouldn't it be interesting if there was, like, a TV show out there that someone made that was made to get people angry at it and cause chaos? Because if you think about it, it would then, like, get people riled up and talking about it all the time, therefore getting more people to watch it. It would be a very successful show just because they're trying to annoy people. You know what I mean? Kind of like Netflix originals, so many. Most of them are bad. Yeah, that must be it. I think they probably just, like... Probably just throw all their spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. On news shows like that, then pretty much, yeah. All the stories on news channels are just there to annoy you, I feel. They, you never see on TV nowadays, man saves puppy sanctuary from fire. You never see that happen anymore. It's all politics, war, death, horrible crime. That's all that gets shown on the news. Why can't we see, man saves puppy factory? Or puppy from factory fire or something like that, Man saves puppy factory from fire. Yeah, exactly. You got more chance of seeing someone setting a puppy sanctuary on fire than someone saving it. I like how no one commented on the fact that I said a puppy factory. Oh yes, I produce my puppies in the factory. Get machine made. Sewn together. Like a taxidermist's dream. No one commented on it. I'm surprised. That's how they're made, isn't it? I suppose, yeah. Out of bits and pieces. Of course they are. But yeah, I wish there was more positive things on TV. That's probably also why there's like some sort of mental health crisis going on at the moment. Because they show nothing good on TV, it's just all bad news. And things made to, you know, make people worry. Get people riled up. Not fair. When we make Xantor Island, when Xantor Island becomes a thing, bad news won't be allowed. But it'd be very specific on what is and what isn't allowed. Like, if it's bad news that'll help people. So, like, let's say there's, like, a flood gonna happen on Xantor Island, right? For whatever reason. You know, the flood defenses fail. Let's say, then you gotta put that on the news. Because then it'll protect people from the flood. But if it's like, you know, man, like father of two gets stabbed or something, that's not gonna be on the news. No, that's bad. You shouldn't put that on the news. Because that's giving attention to the bad people. You don't want them to get attention. You know what I mean? But then I suppose if you try and control the news like that, then it's like no better than China or whatever. So I don't know. It's getting very political. Getting very political. I don't know. TLDR, don't watch the news. It bad. It bad for you. Man saves puppy factory, gets stabbed. Well, how would you put that on the news? Because that's like a mix of good and bad. I'll tell you what you could do is you could turn it into clickbait, right? Man saves puppy factory, open brackets, ends in disaster. There you go, leaves a bit more open then. People are like, whoa, what's the disaster that happened? A little bit clickbait there, you know? Almost done with the walls. You wouldn't believe what happened to a man in the puppy factory. Man receives sharp gift after saving puppy factory. Top 10 tragedies that happened at the puppy factory. Number 4 will shock you. Top 10 things your doctor doesn't want you to know about the puppy factory. Number 7 will shock you. There's still a bunch of gunk on this light somehow. There you go. Puppy factory claims another life. I still don't know how this puppy factory works. How do you produce a puppy from a factory? When I said puppy factory originally, I kind of meant sanctuary. But, you know, factory works too. Yeah, I don't know. I think TV channels will start to struggle, and it's already starting to happen. And gradually, they're just going to lose, and YouTube will take over. But yeah, in my opinion, right? You know what they say? If you can't beat them, join them. Why don't the TV channels just start putting stuff on YouTube? Like on a regular basis, like full-length TV shows. And monetize the heck out of it. Put adverts built into it and stuff. I don't know. Oh, look at that, it's the drawing. The classic drawing. Look at that. That is so accurate to the original as well. That's great. Put them on their streaming sites? True. Yeah. I suppose they get more ad revenue and stuff from that. I heard the other day as well that apparently TV streaming is done completely wrong. Because the way it should work is we should have like a Spotify, but for TV shows. So, like, you can watch whatever you want, but then, like, all on the one thing. It would be, like, it's wrong because, like, imagine, like, wanting to listen to a Dream Theater album. So you're like, okay, I'll go on Spotify to listen to this Dream Theater album. And then you want to listen to, like, some Avenged Sevenfold after that, and you're like, oh man, I've got to go onto, like, YouTube Music now, because Avenged Sevenfold aren't on Spotify. That's the equivalent of what's happening with TV shows. It doesn't make any sense realistically. Oh, I gotta listen to Slipknot on Tidal. Ugh. Because they're only on there. That's the problem with this, the way everything's being done. Should just be one popular thing. The flame bit looks like it's growing hair. It does look like hair, doesn't it? Hang on a minute. Hang on. Okay, you're back. Welcome back. Yeah, look at this. It looks like this is hair. So, like, you can do this. Like, look at this. There you go. Hair. Gotta do the eyebrows as well. Shouldn't there be more flame? Oh yeah, in the that's right, in the show, doesn't he just like scribble all over it at the end? I think he does, right? He writes a little bit, and then he just sort of goes like, just goes over the entire thing, doesn't he? I can't remember exactly how this worked. There you go. That's a bit better. Okay, let's ignore that. Let's ignore that. Welcome back, Polly. Yeah, we're getting on with it. Still a heck of a mess here, but we're getting there. 63% done. Should put a little tree on there. Hey, I mean, if you want to take a screenshot of this and do your own drawing, go for it. I'll give you 3 seconds to print screen. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's it. And you can put it in the Discord. We've got an art room in my Discord. If anyone is interested in showing their unique Wallace and Gromit art. The references are getting better in this, because the first level was literally just the inside of a house, and there wasn't even like a picture of baby Gromit in the house. But it's getting better. It's definitely getting better. There are more references in these levels now. I think the first level was a tiny bit of a disappointment though. Second level was better. But what if Baby Gromit isn't canon? Oh, it definitely is. Baby Gromit's in the start of the wrong trousers. At the very start. It is like the most in-canon thing in the Wallace and Gromit cinematic universe. Just like how we were talking yesterday, Bolkep, about because Wallace and Gromit is in PowerWash Simulator, that means the Shrek universe, SpongeBob universe, Back to the Future universe, and Warhammer universe are all in the exact same, like, the exact same universe together. They're all in the same universe. So, very similar to that. What's this picture? Okay, it's just a valley. It would be good if there was that like train line on there from Vengeance Most Foul. That's what I would put. A picture of that valley. How is the basement painting only that much done? Oh, you gotta do the back side of it as well? There you go. Oh, we've still got a lot of stuff left. Look at that. Still missed some things. Oh my god, what a complete mess. I haven't finished any of this. Yeah, how did dirt get in these places? So dirty. Wallace should really take better care of his house. Not on. What are you playing at, Wallace? How did I miss this much? That's the one thing with this game. You've got to literally cover every tiny square inch. It's not possible to get things much cleaner. It's just so oddly specific. Okay, I think we're good for now. I think we're alright. Okay. Let's see. Before we keep going, I'm just going to do a little check. 99% basement wall upper thingy bob. Ah, yeah. Basement wall upper extrusions is still not done. There. %98 on the crates. Drawing board light. Hey, how's it going, Selfire? Drawing board stool. %98 on the workbench. This over here. Oh yeah. No, I've missed so much of this. Workbench cabinet doors. Oh, okay, these doors aren't done. Oh, apparently not. There you go. Why not spray everywhere? We will. We will. Okay. We're just like clearing up what we've already done. So we've already done all the walls, basically. We started with all the walls. And now we're going to do all of the center bit. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, I usually start at the very top and then gradually work my way down. Usually. Do you refill? Nope. Nope. It's just a chill game about power washing. Don't need to refill, don't need to worry about where the water goes, you just spray and clean everything. It's very chill. This has to be a reference to something. But I don't know what this is. It might be a cracking contraption thing. I'm not sure. Do you get upgrades? In the base game, yeah, actually. But I've got all of them now. It's just, this is a DLC that got added relatively recently with a few more maps, so I'm just playing it all the way through. Look at that, you got a 7-stream streak. GG. Yeah, it's a chill game. I don't know if you know much about this game, but yeah, it's very addictive. Very, very addictive. Super chill. Never watched or played it. You clean everything. You get given a dirty area and you have to clean it. That's basically it. No time limits. Nothing like that. You just take your time and clean. Very relaxing game. So you get like different nozzles as well, because there are different levels of dirt. So some things are really difficult to get off. And then others are like super easy to clean. Oh, guess that card. Okay, okay. Alright. 10 of diamonds you want. I can't guarantee it. Well, you know, it's all random. 3 attempts. That's what you get. Three attempts. Just gonna completely shuffle them. No fancy shuffles. That's the only one I can do. The one where you split them into like 2, put them on a desk, and then kind of flick them into each other, like interweave them together. Okay, here we go. Let's just give it a go. Completely random. Don't know. A 5 of spades. Okay, that's attempt 1. Here we go. Attempt 2. 3 of clubs. Alright, one more attempt. One more attempt. Just pulling it completely at random. 6 of spades. Unlucky. Unlucky. Blame the bad shuffle. Exactly, yeah, it was a bad shuffle. It's a bad shuffle. Yeah. That must be it. There you go. Would you believe me, Selfire, if I told you that the first time we did that, I got it correct? Like the very, very first time, I just completely guessed. I pulled it at random and I got it correct. But not only did it happen the first time we did it, it happened the second time. The first 2 times it worked 100%. And it has never worked every single time after that. Yeah, it's never happened since gotten the correct card. Happened the first 2 times, and then after that, never again. It will happen again eventually. It will happen. It's like a 1 in 52 chance or whatever. So. Oh, and yeah, there is a joker in there as well, so. Three out of 54. Thing is, I used to just do 1, but I think doing 3 is more fair. So, I usually just do 3 now. Yeah. So that, yeah, that would be a 3 in 54. Well, 3 in 52, isn't it? There's 52 cards. And then a joker, which is 53, I think. Or am I just stupid? I don't know. Oh, this is how the Knit-O-Matic's supposed to work. Now, this is Wallace and Gromit lore we haven't actually seen yet. This is actual Wallace and Gromit lore that has never been seen before. Like, we've got actual maths in here as well. Look at that. D equals A plus B, open brackets, y minus y squared, close brackets, plus 2 times 2. The square root of x equals A plus xy. And that's what D is. So what does D mean? And then on the left, you've got x over y equals the square root of 2 colon 3 times a divided by b, close brackets, squared, plus c squared. I don't know the maths. I can't do it. But yeah, pretty complicated stuff. He's a good guy, Wallace. I don't know how he does the maths, though. I've never been a maths guy. Dog. Have you seen Wallace and Gromit so far? Are you a Wallace and Gromit fan? Not really. Fair enough. Seen like 2 of them. Fair enough. Which ones? Well, there's a Grand Day out. That's the one where they go to the moon. There is the Wrong Trousers, where there is a pair of trousers that you wear that goes wrong because an evil penguin hacks them. Had a big rabbit. Okay, okay. That's Curse of the Were-Rabbit. That's the film. And I want to say the film was from 2005, maybe? It was either 2005 or 2006, and I'm not sure which year that was in. But it was around then. That's when the film's from. It was good. I like it. Good film. Dog food factory. Oh yeah, that would be a close shave then. Yeah, you've seen a close shave, which is what this is from. This is the Knit-O-Matic from a close shave. It's the one with the sheep. So the sheep goes in here, gets cleaned, goes up the chute into there, and gets shaved in order to make wool, which goes out in here. Yeah. So you've seen the one that this is based on. Oops. There you go. Something you can only watch once, fair enough. I've watched Wallace and Gromit multiple times. Can I... It's really weird, this game, how it works. It's like sometimes if you're too close to something, it won't allow you to spray it. YouTube videos of Derailed Valley. Alright. Yeah, I still haven't really looked into that. I will at some point. I've got so many games that I need to play though. So many games on the list. I'll get around to it eventually. No achievements? Alright. This is a good game to go for achievements in. For most of the levels, there's like 2 achievements per level, and one of them is to just complete the level. So it's like, do a silly thing in this level, and then complete it. let's clean this machine now. I'm so glad that there's the highlight mechanic. I would have given up on this game a long time ago if it wasn't here. Yeah, I can tell the dirt on this machine is a little tougher to get off. I can tell. Don't know why all this is like rainbow muck now. Rainbow dirt. Bit odd. Maybe it's like maybe it's some of the like dyes or something for the wool, perhaps. An art painting, it really is, isn't it? It really is. See, these orange bits take a bit more. What do you do with the money you get? You use it to buy upgrades. But I've got all the upgrades. So really it just kind of builds up. But you can see here, like, shop. Get, like, different clothing for your character. Which I've got all of it. You can even get, like, certain cleaner. Different nozzles and stuff. Which will help you do different things. So some of them are, like, better at longer range. Some of them are better at shorter range. That sort of thing. But that's only really like, you only really use that stuff in the base game, really. And then all the DLC is like extra. So like, you don't really need money for the DLC. It's just it starts you with everything unlocked usually. many achievements have I got so far in this game? I've got all of them apart from about 4. I think. 5. All of them but 5. And the last one is, you know, complete this level. It's a good game to go for 100%. They're pretty straightforward, all the achievements. But I did most of this game, like, last year. It's just, yeah. They added this DLC about a week and a bit ago, maybe? Got all of them doing this level. No. There's one more to get on this level, and that is just to complete it, so get everything to 100%. So yeah, every level that's in this game, there's usually 2, but some of the DLCs don't have achievements for some reason. Like there's a Tomb Raider DLC that doesn't have achievements for some reason. But most of the DLC has 2 achievements per level. So 5 left? Yeah, 5 achievements. Yeah. So there's like another 2 levels after this one that I need to do. Because there's 1 more achievement in this. 1 achievement this level, 2 achievements next level, and then 2 achievements on the final level. It's a bit of a pain, this machine here. Need to get the stool. Basically, you don't stop cleaning things until it pings. It goes bing. And looking at a new graphics card, alright. Some 7 grand. Yeah, the newest ones are going to be very expensive. Which ones are you looking for that's 7,000? That's a lot. Well, I mean, yeah, 5090 with water cooling. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a lot, but it does make sense. I mean, for me, I usually go with the 70 series. So for me, if I were to get a like a 50 card, it would be the 5070. But I mean, the most popular ones tend to be the 60 cards. Like the most common, well, the most popular graphics card at the moment is the 4060, according to like a recent Steam survey. 2060? That's still not too bad. It's not bad. I'd say that's still respectable. It's a little on the older side, but you know, it'll still do the job. Depends what games you're looking to play, really. Like, I'm on a 3070 and this hasn't really failed me. If anything, it's the RAM that I have an issue with now. I think the RAM is a little on the low side for what I want to do. Yeah. The 4060 is the highest rated at the moment. That's what most people have. Yeah, the 50 models is brand new. The newest of the new. Not long been out. Couple of weeks at most, maybe? I'm not sure. How old are they? Couple of weeks. And it's kind of a big deal, you know, that they've been released now, because it's been a while since the 40 series came out. When I don't know what I should go for next, because my previous card was a 970. I've now got a 3070. So I'm thinking of, like, what's next? Because it's like 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 generations difference. So I'm kind of thinking I wait for 4 generations again. So it'd be like a 70 series card or whatever. But I don't know. I might wait for the 70 series. Not sure if you'd work in your PC. Yeah, gotta do the research. Isn't it like power is one thing you gotta look at, and the PCI slots as well. I'm not too knowledgeable, but wouldn't also motherboard be a factor as well? Because, like, can your motherboard withstand the sort of juice that's flowing through the card or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say? Can it handle it? I don't know. The graphics card juice. That's how graphics cards work, right? Delicious graphics card juice. If a graphics card did have juice, what would it taste like? It would probably taste how glow sticks smell. You ever smelt a glow stick? They smell horrible. I can imagine that's what they smell like. I don't know what the juice is inside glow sticks, but they are. It's a horrible stuff. Oh, look at all that. Like each button was its own thing. Strange dress. Light shave, medium shave, close shave. Ka-chunk. Oh, so good. An unripe orange. That's what graphics card juice smells. The graphics card juice tastes like, apparently. So I saw something green over there. Maybe not. Uses one PCIe 8-pin, right? I mean, unless you're like crazy rich, I don't think it would be worth going for, really. The ultra mega expensive one with water cooling. Alright, let's see, what should we wash next? I guess we could try and do this tube. See, like the long extension, you can spray stuff from further away. Spraying this reminds me of the SpongeBob DLC. Epic tip with the fast highlight. Yeah, you gotta be fast though. You gotta be very quick. I'm glad it works though. I'm glad it works. It's been a while since I've done it. But yeah. Good to see it's still a thing. Because it takes a while for Twitch to process it, you know. And scan through to make sure there's no copyright stuff in there. So if you get in there before the scan completes, you can get what you want from it. But it's just, you gotta be quick. What I'd recommend as well is highlight it and then download that before that gets scanned as well. So there should be an option to download the highlight. Yeah, gotta be quick on that. Because then if the highlight then gets muted, then at least you've got it downloaded beforehand. Yeah, this is a tricky thing to get this. It's so high up. Get as much as I can from the ground floor, but even I feel like even going up on the ladder is not going to be huge. Ooh, ah. I see, that's how you get up there. I was thinking you couldn't get on, but you can. You absolutely can. There you go. Of course, the other one you can do, Lil Paulie, is just locally record. But I tend to find that when I'm streaming, locally recording kind of lags my PC a bit. When playing Guitar Hero. So that's the other option. If you have the space or, yeah. Yeah. Either way, I personally just download it from Twitch. Whatever I need. Also, pro tip for editing. If you're downloading a lot of it, like a huge stream, like hours of content, try and get it in hour-long chunks if you're going to edit it. Because any longer than about an hour, H.264 really doesn't like. And it'll start to lag in the editing software. And it'll become really choppy and just absolutely horrible to work with. So as and when I download streams, I'll download it in 4 chunks. Or whatever, so 1 for each hour of the stream. Sort of thing. So yeah. Now, I'm not sure how this works, but there's, because I'm not sure, I've never done it before, but there might be a way of downloading highlights while you're still live. I don't know how that works, because I know Asmongold does that, big streamer. Like, he'll be streaming and clips of his stream goes up as he's streaming, because he's got, like, editors who do it all for him. So I don't know if that's like from a local record or whether they're recording the screen or something. I have no idea. But I know they do it on the spot. Struggling to download it. Yeah, the thing is, like, it takes a while for Twitch to prepare the download. So, like, when you click download, it does struggle for a long time. Even with my internet, it struggles. Because it has to, like, generate a link and stuff like that. It's got to properly prepare it to download. That takes a while either way, like 10-15 minutes sometimes. But yeah, the download itself should be fine. It shouldn't take a long time for it to download. But just actually preparing the bit to download in the first place takes longer than usual. Longer than you'd expect it to. Just Twitch things. How long we've been going for? 2 hours, 10 minutes, and we're still on the first level. It's so long. Such a big level. It's not the biggest level, though. I know what the biggest level is in the game. It's like a giant temple. It's the final level in the base game. That's the biggest one. It's like a colossal square-based pyramid. Your uncle does this for work? That's awesome. That's so cool. Must be really fun. Does he know about this game? Because, like, you'd be surprised. You might actually be really interested in it. Because, like, I've heard stories that people who play, like, Euro Truck Simulator or whatever are actual truckers. And will come back from their day of trucking and boot the game up and just chill by trucking even more. I've heard of it. Can be pretty dangerous. Pressure. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Like if you were to put your hand in front of a pressure washer, it'd be gone. It would, you know, it'd blow a hole in your hand or something. Can I imagine it being dangerous? Yeah, it depends on the washer, really. And I'm sure there are, like, some countries that have, like, safety standards that stop, you know, stop pressures over a certain amount of PSI or whatever. Really high pressure ones, yeah. Must be dangerous. But also really satisfying. If you know, are actually a power washer in real life, it must be hella satisfying. I could do it. I could do it. I would enjoy it. What I would probably do is I'd probably have like headphones on and like listen to a podcast at the time or something. The same thing with tree lopping. Hard work but tons of fun, yeah. I think for me it's like one of these things where I would give it a go and I'd be like, oh, this is really fun. And then by the end of it, the first day, I'd be so utterly exhausted. I wouldn't be able to do it again for another 3 days. I'd be like, I can't do it. I feel like it's one of those things where you got to get used to it. So the hardest part is going to be when you first start working on it and doing it. But gradually over time you'll get used to it. It's always the same for me. Like, whenever I have to do anything, like, physical, like rake leaves in the garden or something, I'm like, oh yeah, easy. No problem whatsoever. It'll take half an hour, and then, like, an hour later, I'm, like, exhausted. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing that again. No. Too much. okay. Almost there. 95%. And I'm sure there's going to be a few little bits we need to clear up at the end. Little specks that I've missed. Something satisfying when a very big tree comes down, yeah. Yeah, there's a couple more simulator games like this I'd like to try in the future. One being Builder Simulator, and the other one being Lawn Mowing Simulator. I've got both of them. I would like to play them at some point. Oh yeah, Farming Sim as well. You hate lawn mowing? I've done it before. It's pretty fun. I quite like it. The only problem I have is like, because we don't have like a ride on or anything like that. It's like a physical one. Like when you get to the end, you've got to like do that thing where you like turn it around really awkwardly. I don't like that part of it. And I also don't like having to like empty the bag or whatever. But of course there is always the option just to leave the bag off and just let all the bits go everywhere, which I would probably do if it was up to me. But my father doesn't like doesn't like all the bits on the ground. He prefers to put them in a bag and whatever. If it was up to me, I'd leave them on the ground. Because isn't it just like natural compost as well? Like gradually as the old grass like decomposes into the ground, it's kind of, you know, make it better or something? I don't know. I would expect it to be natural compost. But who knows? If it's thick enough, it can block out the sun. Oh, we don't have thick grass here. We don't have thick grass. I can see what you mean, though. That does make sense. I know they've got really thick grass in America. Whenever I've been over to the US, I've seen really thick grass. And it's like really weird. It almost looks plastic. It's kind of strange. But over here, it's like nice and thin. Oh yeah, another simulator game that I would like to try that I don't actually have would be this one. Here you go. Fast food simulator. You may think it looks really like AI generated and like really low budget, but it actually looks really good. like the budget looks pretty good for it considering. Like you get your own actual like restaurant, you can get drive-throughs very clearly. In the morning, a van, like a physical van, drives in, and you take all the supplies out of there, sort of thing. It's like surprisingly good, considering it looks like a low-budget game. And it's multiplayer as well. Yeah. I'd like to give this one a go. Like, why don't AAA companies make games like that? Because they're all focused on making the next, like, Elder Scrolls and Elden Ring and ninja them up. You know, a game where you're a ninja and you fight dudes. Slap them around a bit, or a shooter. They always make that, but why can't we get, like, a Ubisoft simulator game? You know what I mean? Because it'd be great to have like a proper, decent, high-budget simulator game. I mean, look at Euro Truck Simulator. That's like one of those popular games on Steam of all time. And that's doing great. So why don't they just make like a proper high budget simulator? Like a big studio. Hideo Kojima presents Laundromat Simulator. Own your own laundromat with high velocity laundry machines and emotional storytelling, a journey you will not forget. Laundromat Simulator. Could be like Young Sheldon as well, where you could have like an illegal casino in the back of your laundromat if you really wanted to. Okay. We haven't got much left. We're almost there. I think we've just got a couple of little tiny things to clear up. A couple of little specks of grub here and there. Let's see. Auto wash hydraulic arms. Oh, this one. Okay, that's that. There's another 2 hydraulic arms that aren't done. This one. Come on. Okay. Apparently this still needs doing. Oh, here we go. Dye barrels. Okay. Dye was around here, wasn't it? Bulletproof vest arm. Oh, over here. Okay. Oh, here, that's the barrel. That's what these are. These are barrels of dye. There we go. And then we've got the Knit-O-Matic shaving arms. Oh, just these things. Hey, we did it! Nice. Oh, we finished. And there we go. Yeah, little time lapse at the end. Nice. Well, that's that. We got an achievement for that. So next we've got Wallace and Gromit's vehicles. Okay. Should be a short one, this. And what's the achievement we have to do for this? Let's see. Because there's 2 achievements, there'll be a special one. Complete the vehicles job. Here you go. In the vehicles job, clean the Technotrousers first. Oh, look, we're outside. In the street. There's a bump here. There you go, you see that? Little bump. Okay, so we've got the bakery truck. Interesting. We've got the plane. Oh, with the porridge shooter. Yes. Oh. Alright, so fine. No worries. See you later. Then we got like this snowplow looking thing. It's probably a contraption thing. And then, of course, the Technotrousers. So to get the achievement, the level specific one, we've got to clean these first. So let's go. That booty though. Hey, we got the achievement. There you go. So Technotrousers are all done. Look at them as well. Isn't that so well modelled? Looks exactly the same. The buttons and everything, so satisfying. Alright, what should we do next? Should we do the van? Should we do the plane? Or should we do like the snowmobile? I think we'll try the snowmobile next. Can't say I particularly know this reference. We're 20% done already. Yeah. It's a short one. Snowmanatron. Ah, does it make snowmen or something, this machine, maybe? Perhaps? Snowmanatron. There we go. Yeah, I can't say I recognize this Snowmanatron. Is that the Snowmanatron done? No, not yet. Top arm. I see it. Bumper lights. Can be very specific at times. Hubcaps. Okay, cool. So the Snowmanatron's done. That's 57% of the whole thing. Yeah, this one's going to take a lot less time to complete. And I'm all for that. Technotrousers has seen better days. What do you mean? I just cleaned them. Top bun. Not sure about the whole donuts number plate. That biscuit laid me. That biscuit left me with a bit of biscuit stuck up here. Really awkward place. There you go, got it. Really awkward place. Can't get out with my tongue. Only downside about biscuits. Okay, I don't know if that's all of it. Truck bonnet ornament. Rear truck window? How? Truck side windows? Again, how? Wing mirrors. Is that it for the truck? Yes. Cool. So it's just the plane now. The Porridge plane. This is where Porridge gets shot out of. Alright. Let's go. It's time to clean the porridge. I remember this being like the coolest thing. Just actually so cool. The porridge plane. And you know, even in Wallace and Gromit, there is a secret in the plane chase sequence. It's actually a secret. That Feathers McGraw is like on the rocks, like the little penguin, the evil penguin is on the rocks as Gromit goes like over the cliff or whatever in the plane. He's like hidden there. So it kind of makes you think that maybe Feathers McGraw has escaped before, or maybe it's like, maybe a close shave is set in between, like in the middle of Vengeance Most Foul. It's like he escapes and then they decide to set up like a sheep business or whatever during Vengeance Most Foul. I don't know. Wallace and Gromit lore. It's crazy. I reckon they originally wanted this plane to be on the ground, but it was too low down and you couldn't reach the stuff, so they put it on like this little platform here. Must have done. Plane propeller blades. The blades still aren't done, apparently. Plain wings. This wing isn't done. Plain body rim. Oh, there we go. Nice. Another achievement. Ah, very cool. Nice easy level, that one. A lot shorter. A lot shorter than that first one we played. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Right, and now for the next level, which I think is the last one. The moon rocket. Yeah. So, what's the special one in this? In the moon rocket, clean the paintings inside the rocket first. Okay. Cool. So, let's go. We're going to the moon. Oh, look at this. Everybody knows the moon's made of cheese. There's no moon gravity though, that's the problem. I wonder if they've got that little robot thing. Is that little robot thing it? Oh, it is! No way. Look, there's a bit of cheese that they chopped off. And the robot thing. It's a cooker? Oh snap, I didn't know it was a cooker. Then you got the rocket itself. Look at this. Oh. This is great. So the achievement said to do the paintings first. Rocket interior painting. 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 Is this a painting? It is. Painting of some cheese. Another one. Is this a painting? Rocket interior painting, yeah. Oh, this is another one. Oh, it's Wallace and Gromit. Ah, that's so bright. Hey, we did it. Got the achievement. Okay, so now we can just clean it properly, like everything else. So let's just do this. Jeez, Gromit. This is going to be so satisfying to clean. Do, like, each little segment I'm going to do. Go segment by segment. you go. Cool. So, let's do this part first then, I guess. It's very old school wallpaper, look at that. Very old school. I maybe probably wouldn't have used that wallpaper though. I don't think that's the best for a rocket. What's this say on it? Blackpool, Beaconsfield, Bognor. Okay. Bit strange. Cheese. Okay, I think that's that section done. It's strange. It's like, out of all of the time that I've ever watched Wallace and Gromit, I never once thought I would be inside of the rocket ship. And that's what I like about this game. It allows you to go places you never would be able to in any other circumstance ever. This pink chair doesn't look very Wallace and Gromit. It looks more like Simpsons, doesn't it? I would not be surprised if there was a Simpsons DLC. Because a lot of stuff in this makes me think of Simpsons. If I had to guess, that's going to be the next DLC for this game. That's going to be my prediction. This summer. So that should be this section done. Just this section. This is the more complicated one though, because you've got the lights and bookcase and stuff. There's just more stuff in the way. Robert, why is there a grown man cleaning my house? Ah, we've already cleaned the house. We've already cleaned the house. We're in the rocket ship. From a grand day out. How's it going to see the fan? Hope things are good. How much Wallace and Gromit have you seen? How's it going, Soup? We be power washing. We'll read the name of these books in a second. Here you go. Panic Guide. Oh no, Picnic Guide A to Z. Electronics for Dogs. Holidays. Brave New Suds. Travel Volume 2. Cheese Holidays, free. Holidays. A Tale of Two Nozzles, Travel and Ideal Breaks. So I remember this Cheese Holidays book. That's the book they were looking at the very start of A Grand Day Out. And they didn't know where to go. They were like, we got to go somewhere on holiday and we just don't know where to go. And they were looking. They were looking in this book at the start. But it was more of a pamphlet, I remember, instead of it being a big thick book like this. It was like a little thin pamphlet, like a magazine or a newspaper sort of thing. You've seen all of Cracking Contraptions? Well, that's surprising, because I haven't seen Cracking Contraptions, but I've seen all the others. A Grand Day Out. Seen the spin-off Shaun the Sheep. Not a ton. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a decent amount, though. Shaun the Sheep is one I'm not particularly familiar with. But I hear it's really good. Yeah, I've seen all the mainline Wallace and Gromits. Like, all the mainline ones. But not any like the spin-offs, because I think Cracking Contraptions is like a spin-off. It's not like a mainline entry. It's like they just wanted to use Wallace and Gromit for some side things. For like a, you know, an extra project or something. I don't really know what Cracking Contraptions was, really. It was more of a TV show than it was like a mainline entry. It didn't really have a story, as far as I'm aware. But after playing this DLC, I'll have to look at Cracking Contraptions. Have to give it a go. Because I feel like with all the references here, I feel like I'm missing out. Chair doesn't look particularly comfortable. Like look at this. The armchairs are like way too low. Seeing this? Like if you sit on there, your knees are going up like to that spot there, which is already higher than the arms of the chair. So you'd be putting your arms lower than your legs would be, which would not be very comfortable. Probably for Gromit. Maybe. I mean, there are two chairs, so... You're right. Actually, yes, it is Gromit's chair. Because, if you remember, in like a Grand Day Out, Gromit was building like a deck of cards, like a card tower, while they were going into space. And I believe this, like, yeah, he was doing it on a table. So that would be this table, where he was building his stack of cards. Speaking of, how's that an idea for a stream? We could try and card stack them on top of each other. There's got to be a method to it. Imagine that, a card stacking stream. I'm fairly certain people have probably done that before. Must have done. Must be a thing. We're getting there. If we do a card stacking stream, I swear to God, imagine the nerves would fit perfectly. It would, wouldn't it? It would. Do like this. Ready? Ready? About to do one right now. I can't even do one. I don't think it's the right sort of surface for it, maybe. I don't think it's the right surface. It's like a wooden desk. Can't do it. Doesn't work. Doesn't work on this desk. Whatever. Doesn't work. Alright, that stream's cancelled. That stream idea, not going to happen. It's not possible on this type of desk. Unfortunate. But oh well. Oh, we got a stool we can use. Cool. That'll come in handy. Alright, big question, now that we're cleaning the headphones. How do you store your headphones for your PC? And if you're a speaker user, you can get out. You heard me. You're a speaker user. Can't be a speaker user. The only way I'll let you off if you're a speaker user if there's some sort of disability. So like if you lost your ear in like a war or something like that, I'll let you off in that case. Because at least you've got like a reason for it, you know. Or like, you're Vincent van Gogh or something. That's fine. But, if you're like a speaker user by choice, I mean. If you're like, I like speakers, they make noise. Then you're not allowed in here. Banned. Just store them in a box. Fair enough. See, for me, right, I've got like this thing that's a part of my desk. It's supposed to be a cup holder, but I don't use it as a cup holder because it's a bit like it's not this thing. So I mean, it's not very like sturdy and stable. I wouldn't feel safe putting it there, especially as my PC is directly below it. So, like, you know what I mean? If that spills from there, or, like, it breaks or something, water is going all over my PC. So, I don't do that. But I store these headphones over the top of there. I put it over the cup holder. And I think that's a good use for a cup holder that I'm not going to use as a cup holder. That is a massive clock. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. I know what it sounded like. Wow, that Wallace? Wallace sure does have a huge clock. Look at that clock. Isn't it massive? So stupid. Yeah, Wallace is a clock lover. Oh dear. Okay, is that all the inside done? I don't think it is. I think we've got a couple of things missing. 99%. What was it? Rocket interior skirting. This bit. What else? Rocket interior mug. Oh, this mug. Apparently isn't clean. There you go. Rocket interior lamp. There you go. Rocket hatch frames. Okay, so this is like more outside stuff now. So yeah, I think we're basically ready to like go outside. Don't ask me how we lift this, by the way. I have no idea how you're able to lift this. But you just can in this universe. The moon in Wallace Gromit is made of cheese. Canonically. Think about that. It is, yeah. I don't see what's so odd about that. I mean, everyone knows the moon's made of cheese. I mean, duh. Of course it's made of cheese. What else could it be made of? Like rock or something? Jeez, that'd be so boring. If it was made of rocks. Of course the moon's made of cheese. Do you reckon there's like a society of people, a bit like the whole flat Earth thing, who genuinely think the moon is made of cheese? There you go. No, you don't think there are? There should be, because that'd be great. Of course I wouldn't be a part of it, but I would just, like, think, huh. They're Wallace and Gromit fans. They gotta be. It sounds like a sort of thing you can make a documentary on, right? The man who thought the moon was made of cheese. And like they take him to like a science lab and they try and like prove to him that no, it's made of rock. And he just can't believe it. He's like, no, it's not. You're making this up, you're lying. Proper documentary on it. Would be great. This rock tastes like cheese. That could be the name of that could be the name of the documentary. Rock like cheese. You could even have like an interview with like Professor Brian Cox or whatever, who's like, no, it's actually made of what are you on about? It's actually made of rock. What are you on about? The moon is made of rock. We've known about this for centuries. Here I am, standing in the Gobi Desert, talking to you about space. No one really knows what I'm talking about. Appreciate the work. The time's really flown by today. I don't know how it's gone so quick. Really, really flown. I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do a chart today, unfortunately. Which I really would like to. I think this part's probably going to be the hardest part. Actually doing the outer side of this rocket here. The upper part. As soon as you get to like the lower parts, it's going to be like really easy, I think. Found a lovely crop of gorgonzola. Filling my boots out here. thing is, they talk about the cooker, but they never actually talk about the cooker in the show. They never mention that it's a cooker at any point. And I never knew it was a cooker. So it's news to me. Because I thought, you don't put money into a cooker to make it work. You don't do that. That's more like microwave stuff. Maybe it's a microwave. Like a giant walking microwave. And again, you don't put money into microwave either, but it makes more sense than it being a cooker. Because at least with microwaves, you know, you put it on and it runs out of time and it stops, sort of thing. Makes more sense being a microwave. Ow, he fell. Wow, even that extension is not long enough. Yeah, it's better doing it from over here, I think. Is that all? I think that's all the top half. Oh, we've got a little bit behind the door to do. There we go. Okay, let's see. Is that everything done so far? Rocket windows. Still a tiny bit. On that. Looks good for the most part. Upper body. This panel still needs a bit more. There you go. Well, there's still 2 more panels that need stuff. Where are they? I can't see. Oh, it's this one. Don't know which the other panel is. Can't tell. feel like it's this one. Don't know. It's this ridge that's a bit annoying. Oh, it's that one. There you go. Do ladder next. The outline of the ladder's still on there. Objects like this are really tedious. There you go. Okay. Good, so we've done the hardest bit. Let's now do the outer side of the lower rocket. This should be the easy bit. Oh my god, I wonder if the ball's out here still. Because for those who don't know, at the very start, not at the very start, when they first land on the moon, Wallace kicks a ball up into the air, and it doesn't come back down. Because, you know, it's space. So it just keeps on going, and in the credits scene, like, while the credits are playing, you can see the ball go past the credits. So what I wonder is whether the ball will eventually fall down or something. Like, imagine that. When you hit 100%, the ball just lands. That'd be amazing. Because I like to think that that ball is still going after all this time. How is there still bits on this rocket body here? There we go. This is very specific. Still going to be tiny bits on here. There you go. crumbs. Oh, crumbs. Oh, cracky. Almost there. I think once the rocket's done with, we've got like the easy bits. The rocket's like the huge thing. Everything else is just like little extra bits at the end. So yeah, not too bad. Definitely the longest level is the Knit-O-Matic machine. There we go, that's that ring done. That's good. That's like the hardest bit. And there we go. I think that's the rocket done. 69%, nice. Although no, we have the undersides. Yeah, got the underside left. I'm surprised this is what the underside looks like of this rocket. I was expecting it to look like, a proper like rocket ship underside, but it's not. It's like just kind of plain. How does it fly then if it's just like this underneath? Cool, well I think that's the rocket done. Let's see, have we done everything so far? Yeah. Nice. Alright, over 70% in. Oh. This dirt's actually kind of hard to see on these outer edges, because the whole floor is the same colour. It's like hard, well, it like gradually fades, so the fade makes it difficult. But also, yeah, the floor is the same colour. So we'll kind of chop it off here. Make a look a little chop there, and we'll do all of this floor first. Oh wow. Haha. Some like heavy oils. Oil spillage right here, that's clever. Because there was in Wallace and Gromit. I think it was the cooker, the evil cooker that tried to stop them from leaving. Like broke a hole in it, in the side or something. Something like that. I can't really remember. Still doesn't even work, that big sprayer. Don't know what it's for. Never had to use it. %79%. Good. Getting there. %80. Still some more oil spillages here. If someone spilt oil on the cheese and then power washed it off, would you still eat the cheese? Because I know I wouldn't. See what I mean about this being the easy bit? It's like... we've like shot up from 80% to like 90 already. Just the interior and the outside of the rocket. The in and exterior are the hardest bits of the rocket itself. But the easy bits are the floor. I reached 90%. That's good. These horrible grubby bits. Hey, nice. The lunar surface is done. Right. Now just this tiny little area now. We're finished, basically. Okay, let's clean the cooker now. Which, again, I still didn't even know it was a cooker until today. Didn't even know what I thought it was back in the old days. Never really questioned it, what it was. It was just some sort of device that somehow comes alive when you put money into it. Can you open its tray and see what's inside? You can't. Unfortunate. So I think that's the cooker done. Yeah, basically. Ooh, cooker coin compartment. There we go. Yep. Cool. And this is the famous bit that they cut off from the moon. There's Gromit's bowl. Is that a flask? Yeah, flask of tea probably. Okay, here we go. The picnic blanket and the picnic basket. And here we go, the last thing. And... hey! We did it! Ugh. That is it. So now that means I've 100%ed PowerWash Simulator again. There you go. All the missions done. Nice. Very cool. There's a game re-100%ed right there. Every achievement. Nice. Really cool.